Will and the Wonts.
Yeah,
how's it going? Welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
All right, let's start off with a little history. What are we doing? What's our band all about?
Well, I moved here in 2010 from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I've been playing music there for a little while, and I just sort of started writing songs around that time, and I sort of came here expecting to be a guitar player for other people's bands, and then shortly realized that there were no bands that I was really interested in joining in, and if I wanted to play music that I liked, I would have to start taking songwriting a little more seriously and writing for myself and starting a band. So Andrew and Guy I met pretty quick off, I guess, about a year after we all went to music school together, and so there've probably been like 30 people in and out of the band since then. Like a little bit before them, there was a couple people here and there, but then once they joined, there's been plenty of keyboard players. We've had 2 keyboard players at the same time, other guitar players, background singers, all sorts of things. And now we just sort of landed back at 3-piece.
Yeah.
And it's nice. We've realized it's more interesting that way. We have to be a little more creative.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well, how big has your band been?
Yeah.
How big has this band been in its biggest inception?
6.
Yeah, I think 6.
6?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a full-size group.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Horns?
No horns.
Not
The
yet.
trombone players, yes?
Yeah, we can later on.
Yeah.
In our 80s phase. Get some rock sax in there.
Rock sax. Sexy rock sax. Cool. All right. What school did you guys go to?
Musicians Institute.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Do you know Brian Williams? He's a vocal coach there. He lives in the building here.
Oh.
Hacksaw. You might know him as
Hacksaw. Yeah.
Everybody knows Hacksaw.
Who was Brian?
So tell me some inspirations.
Well, I guess I grew up around New Mexico has a pretty big folk music scene, and my dad is sort of like an amateur musicologist. He really understands the history of how sort of Celtic and African influences combined in America to create blues and what we call folk music, and then rock and roll and everything is just sort of an evolution of that. I'm really into Dylan. We're all into the Beatles, White Stripes.
Everything Jack White's ever done.
Yeah.
That's workable, huh?
Yeah. And I'd say my biggest influences are sort of maybe someone like Blind Willie McTell or Big Bill Broonzy or Leadbelly. I think it might be the biggest one, just because they have this certain ultimate simplicity to the songs, and that's it might not be something that I listen to every single day, but that's the ideal that I strive for, is that that directness and simplicity. Okay. And they're able to pull that off more than everybody else.
Right.
So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I gotta ask you guys about the name. I got to assume it wasn't 2 guys called the Wonts, hoping to find a singer name.
So what? You nailed it. It worked out so well. Yes.
Actually,
match.
Yeah.
Our first bass player, or I guess my first bass player, I hadn't met these guys yet, came up with that at In-N-Out.
How many
Yeah.
society-changing things have happened at
Yeah. Oh God. The world has shaped it. Yeah. I was surprised that the name wasn't taken already.
Yeah,
It
me
seems
too.
something that's kind of obvious.
It seems obvious.
There's
enough,
not that many
yeah.
singers named Will, though.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
He's a singer.
Yeah.
Will I?
Sure it is.
Yeah.
But
Will Rogers? Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a couple of Williams.
There's a couple,
You got
but
couple of
it's a
Williams.
pretty, it's
Willie
a minority.
Willie.
Nelson.
Yeah, you get into Willie.
You just get screwed right
Not
now.
like guys in the
Yeah.
that I know of.
But the name itself kind of it started having new meaning with kind of opposing ideas
As you guys just start saying, we won't do that.
yeah, that's exactly
Yeah. And
not
that's
playing. We won't play Hotel Cafe.
Yeah.
we just played Hotel Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I think what he's saying is we've adopted this whole black and white thing, and all of our artwork and stuff is in black and white, and it's sort of try and treat the music that way, like these opposing concepts, that aren't really. There's not a whole lot of complexity going on. It's sort of direct and and simple, I suppose, musically anyway.
Yeah, and it feels more comfortable now than it ever has being a three-piece and everything being, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder, like even just having a keyboard player in the band, like kind of makes everything just a little easier because you have that like kind of, I don't know, like yeah, exactly. And so when that's not there, then all of a sudden everybody's parts is like, are like out front and like in the open, and anything that is not there for a specific reason sounds wrong or sounds kind of off. So we've had to go back and like kind of reevaluate every single song and say like, why is this here? Like what purpose does this serve? And like, does this work with the three-piece dynamic? And we've had to like take some parts out, and it's been great. Like it's
a lot of pre-production.
Yeah.
Getting your method down. That's very good. Cool.
You're set on the three-piece for a while then. No more.
Yeah, for now.
Phone people or
maybe in the future, I don't know, but I think it's really good that we're sort of starting out this way because it gives you that framework. Like now we know we have to do this first, and then anything that we want to expand on has to be built on that really solid architecture. You know.
And making things more difficult, it allows us to never kind of relax. Like everything, we always have to be. Yeah. It's never comfortable. Like it's always a struggle. And Jack White talks a lot about this, how struggling on stage kind of connects you with the audience. They see you like kind of battling this thing and not just like, muscle memory the whole song. So we try to make every performance different. Like we have use set lists. We want people to see that we're people and that we love this music and that we're not just playing the same old songs every night the same old way. We want people to come back and like see a completely new show.
Right. How big is your catalog of originals now, would you say?
I don't know. I've got a ton of songs, probably like close to 100. I think the ones we play, we've probably got like, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 20.
Yeah,
something
they're
like that.
Like ready to go.
Yeah. A lot of those 100 I wrote were garbage because they were early ones, or even new ones. So we wrote one the other day that wasn't very good. But it's an ever-growing thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like 20-ish.
That's great. That's a couple of hours if you stretch it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you recorded all of that?
No, we did an album a little while ago, about a year ago now, and almost exactly a year ago, actually. February of last year, and it was good, but we didn't really know what we wanted out of it, and we kind of went in blind, and it kind of came out a little bit, I guess soft is a word to put it, but it's just kind of, it doesn't have a whole lot of energy, and it kind of, you can sort of tell it sort of lacks direction. So we've kind of put that on the back burner for now, and the only thing we have recorded right now is these 3 songs that we did over at Swing House Studios for some YouTube videos we made.
Cool.
And those are nice. We're pretty happy with those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all right now we're looking to record.
So you produced your own first album? Was that
Not our first one, no. And that was kind of the other things, like our producer and us turned out to have kind of a different vision. And we didn't, he probably could have done something maybe better if we had given him more instruction. But I think he sort of took the
We
reins.
didn't really know.
But we self-produced the other recordings.
Yeah.
And they turned out a lot better.
Yeah, they were
a lot better.
Yeah,
they were all
it's hard to
live.
filter your ideas through somebody else.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you know the person? Or?
Yeah, he's a teacher.
Oh, I see.
Did they really guide you and make you go in directions maybe you didn't necessarily want to go? Or,
yeah, there was sort of a lot of like what we did. We wanted to do the whole thing live, and we ended up only basically doing bass and drums live, and some vocals. And then it was mostly like in the overdub process that the weird stuff started to happen. It was like a lot of kind of extra instruments that were not necessary, and sort of certain guitar things, at least from my perspective, were a little bit, I don't know, a lot of the power was gone.
It was interesting because like there was so many overdubs and stuff like that were like meant to add like power and color, and
they kind of
did
took it away.
exactly the opposite. It made it very dull because it wasn't like I'm definitely somebody who doesn't really respond well to like recording with a click in the ear and like just nobody else in the room. Like it's very stale, and I don't I don't play well in that kind of situation. I think Will's the same way. He was in like a week of overdubbing guitar, just like in a room.
And we didn't have a click track too, so
Yeah.
like that made it even harder. There's some parts of the guitars with no drum. I mean, songs with no drums.
And no
so
click
like
to
yeah,
hold
no
it.
click.
Yeah.
So just I was following the vocal basically. It was like, and it was like sort of splicing apart little tiny. So it's kind of weird to me that like what you listen to on that album like isn't really what I played. It's like little tiny segments of
A
things.
lot of
I
Pro
played.
Tools editing
Oh,
going on?
yeah.
Okay.
And that's sort of bothersome, and I think that stress also like maybe not play very well.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was kind of
But-
it ended
but-
up being even more
Yeah.
Pro Tools than we would have liked.
And in doing that, kind of showed us that that's definitely not the route we want to go. You don't want
Lesson
to
learned.
punch in one drum hit and like
Oh,
just
really?
quantize
That you
everything,
do.
and yeah, it's.
I'd rather have it wrong than
Honest to God, I'd rather
Kinda
it be a
artificial.
wrong note than something punched in and like artificial.
Ready to get back into that process now?
yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
We just need to find someone willing to do it. We need money.
Yeah.
So anybody with money.
Go
What
ahead.
do you think?
Sponsor.
Pretty good. Take Guy. You can have him. He's Brazilian.
Yeah.
I can cook.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like I'm excited for doing this. Like it's
Yeah.
all live.
And this is so good.
how we want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And and as we were setting up, I was listening to you guys do acapellas and different cover songs. Is that a consistent thing? You guys doing this a lot?
So we learned about 2 hours of cover material, and we also are trying to do a weekly YouTube release of a cover song or an original, probably mostly
rearranged.
covers. Yeah, like just sort of rearranged versions for ourselves.
Every Monday
Yeah.
or Sunday night.
So,
You either
Yeah.
Sunday or
Monday.
Sunday night or Monday morning.
yeah. So and I
Whenever
love
we get around.
yeah, I love playing covers. Like I mean that's why I started playing music because I love listening to music.
Okay.
And I played music for almost 10 years without ever writing a song too.
Okay.
So that's how you learn to sing by doing other people's songs. You learn to play guitar, and so that was it's just still a natural process. And I think we all like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all love
it's
very similar music too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of easy to play other people's songs.
there's never a song that's like shot down. Like
Yeah.
they're always real good.
Right. What's the big future? What's the big plan?
We need to make a record.
Yeah,
Make the record,
That's
sure.
first and foremost.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's sort of all the things I guess that come along with that. We've been working really hard on sort of trying to play like better shows around here because it's been really tough in Los Angeles. Like you kind of have to like bring your friends to shows, and those are the only people that shows up. Like you never go to a bar and there's just people there. It's really hard to find a place like that. So expanding our fan base has been a really tough thing for us.
It's a
And so
big town, but a lot of bands in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a lot of like handing out a lot of free CDs and things like that. So
Yeah.
I guess that's like the immediate thing in the future. Is we're trying to get more people aware
Sure.
of what we're doing.
And that's where the busking in Pasadena has come into play. Where
Okay.
that's better than any show we've
Yeah.
ever played.
And where's this busking happening at?
Old Town Pasadena on Colorado Boulevard.
Just right on the boulevard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in front of the Tiffany's.
Okay. In
Yeah.
front. Well, you couldn't pick a
Mhm.
more astute place.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
When are you guys there? Just in case anybody
Random
wants to
times,
scroll by.
usually.
Yeah.
Some weeknight after 6.
Yeah.
Whenever we can. So
Oh, nice.
there's secret shows. So
Secret
that's
shows.
Exactly.
Put a little more
Yeah, we
prestige.
should- yeah.
Busking show.
Yeah, but like that's the best response we get. Like hands down, like people like almost like universally love.
You got
Yeah.
your case open. You're making a
Yeah.
little cash off
Yeah,
of it.
like
Yeah.
then that like pays for. We just got T-shirts.
Paid for
that
some T-shirts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Pays for the CDs that we hand out.
yeah, exactly. It's almost like
No kidding.
it's almost
It's
like a little
awesome.
self-sustaining thing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
So if we
good.
could get that on a bigger scale somehow, that would
So
be
is your
great.
first album called Busking?
Could be. We'll see.
Pasadena.
Yeah.
Busking Pasadena.
Yeah. That's right.
That's cool. When you said you toured, where did we go?
We went to Santa Fe, where I'm from,
Okay.
and then the whole reason we did the tour was because we got this gig in Nashville. Our manager got us,
Okay.
and so we played 2 shows in Nashville after Santa Fe. We went to his hometown of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We met our friend Andy Babb, and we went down to Colorado, and we played 2 shows in each of those or we played 3 shows in Santa Fe, 2 in Nashville, 2 in Erie. And did we play 2 in Colorado or just 1?
Played one in Kansas.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I was
Kansas.
gonna
That's
say.
right. There was one in
Played like
Kansas
an old
too.
speakeasy in Kansas.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh, very
That's
cool.
Yeah.
And where in Colorado?
Burlington, which
Burlington.
is sort of near the border. It's like 1,000 people, but it was
Okay.
our friend Andy's hometown.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
And
cool.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like we were kind of worried that wouldn't happen, you know, because it was like our first time doing that. Put it together all ourselves, and it was like, all right, what's gonna go wrong?
Yeah.
And nothing did really.
Yeah, we like broke even.
Broke even?
Just from
Yeah.
selling
Okay.
CDs and stuff, like the old CDs.
Okay.
Tips.
Yeah, a lot
A lot
of
of
tips.
tips. Very good.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So I noticed your gear's kind of small. Was this a like a compact car tour?
Yeah.
We rented a van.
Oh, you did have
yeah.
a van. Okay, good.
Because we had to bring our own PA system.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
at the time we did have a keyboard player, and he had like his keyboard stands, harmonica amp, a lap steel. Like he kind of was like into a lot of stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has as much as all three of you combined.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could
Okay.
probably go on tour in a compact car.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those amps can fit in a shoebox
Yeah.
practically. But they're good sounding amps.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Got any more questions?
I could go on, but let's let them play. You guys
Yeah.
play.
Let's
All
hear
right.
some music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks
Well
for
in the
being here.
Wonts. Thanks.
Thank you guys.